Ever wake up and feel like, you've totally missed something huge?
Yeah, yeah.
It's that feeling of like, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what old Scrooge is dealing with
Yeah.
after Marley's, ghostly visit.
Right.
So you sent us part 2 of A Christmas Carol, and it's time to dive into Scrooge's first encounter with the supernatural,
Okay.
the ghost of Christmas past.
Yeah.
Get ready, because this deep dive explores memory, regret, and those, echoes of our past selves.
And Dickens wastes no time. Like, he
Yeah.
just plunges us right into Scrooge's unease, that disorientation of waking up in the dark,
Yeah.
unsure if he slept through a whole day.
Oh, wow.
It mirrors the unsettling journey he's about to take.
Uh-huh.
It's like his world, once so like rigidly ordered, has been completely tilted
Yeah.
off its axis.
It's like being caught in a fog.
Yeah,
Literally, with that thick London fog
totally.
that Dickens describes. But also figuratively, in Scrooge's state of mind.
Right.
And that description of his dark, empty room
Yeah.
really emphasizes how isolated he is,
Yeah.
setting the somber tone right from the start.
Absolutely. And then that ticking clock
Right.
adds to the suspense.
Oh, yeah.
Each chime
Yeah.
is like a reminder of time passing,
Huh.
of Scrooge's, dwindling opportunities to change.
Yeah.
It's like the clock is ticking down to his reckoning.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The anticipation is palpable.
Totally.
You can almost feel Scrooge's anxiety building as he waits for the ghost of Christmas past.
Right.
And then in a burst of light,
Yeah.
the ghost appears.
Uh-huh.
But it's not what you might expect, is it?
Not at all.
Okay.
This ghost is like a paradox, both childlike and ancient, radiating this otherworldly glow. And its appearance is fluid,
Yep.
constantly shifting and changing.
Wow.
It's this brilliant visual representation of memory itself.
Oh, interesting.
Fragmented,
Uh-huh.
elusive,
Yeah.
yet capable of wielding immense power.
I like that this image of a constantly changing ghost.
Yeah.
It really highlights how, our own memories can shift
Yeah.
and reshape over time.
Right.
And speaking of shifting,
Uh-huh.
the ghost whisks Scrooge away on this journey through time,
Right.
back to his childhood home and school.
Yeah.
The way Dickens uses sensory details here,
Oh, yeah.
it's just remarkable.
She's painting a picture with words, isn't it?
Yeah.
The smells, the sounds, and the sights evoke such powerful memories,
Yeah.
not only for Scrooge, but for us as readers, too.
Right.
Think about, the scent of wood smoke or the sound of children's laughter.
Yeah.
These are universal touchstones that can transport us back to our own pasts.
They are powerful triggers.
Yeah.
And then we see Scrooge as this young boy,
Yeah.
alone at school during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
It's heartbreaking to seem like that,
Yeah.
abandoned and forgotten.
Yeah. This scene is crucial
Okay.
because it gives us a glimpse into the roots of Scrooge's isolation.
Oh, okay.
We begin to understand how early experiences of loneliness and neglect
Yeah.
might have shaped his worldview.
Uh-huh.
It makes his gruff exterior a bit more understandable, don't you think?
It does.
Yeah.
And then comes Fan,
Yeah.
Scrooge's younger sister.
Yeah.
Just a burst of sunshine in his otherwise bleak childhood.
She is.
Her love and excitement as she brings him home for Christmas.
Right.
So touching.
Fan embodies that warmth and joy that Scrooge seems to have lost.
Mm-hmm.
Her tragic early death foreshadows the strained relationship that Scrooge has with his nephew Fred.
Yeah.
It's like he's pushing away any reminder of the love he lost with Fan.
And then we're transported to Scrooge's apprenticeship with the jovial Mr. Fezziwig.
Ah, Mr. Fezziwig.
Talk about a stark contrast to Scrooge's current miserly self.
Totally.
Fezziwig's generosity and genuine care for his employees are infectious.
The scene at Fezziwig's Christmas party is a brilliant illustration of the power of shared joy.
Right.
It contrasts sharply with Scrooge's solitary, joyless existence.
Yeah.
Dickens seems to be asking us, what's the point of wealth without happiness?
Right.
What's the point of success without connection?
It really makes you question Scrooge's choices, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, why abandon that warmth and generosity he experienced with Fezziwig?
Right.
And speaking of questioning choices,
Okay.
the next scene brings us to Belle.
Ah.
And that's where things get really interesting.
Belle represents a pivotal turning point in Scrooge's life.
Okay.
She's not just a lost love.
Yeah.
She's a symbol of the path not taken.
Oh.
The life Scrooge could have had if he hadn't chosen wealth over love.
Their final encounter is just heartbreaking.
It is.
You can see the pain on Scrooge's face.
Yeah.
As Belle explains why she can't be with him anymore.
Right.
He's so focused on building his fortune
Uh-huh.
that he fails to see the true value of their connection.
This scene reveals a painful truth about Scrooge.
Oh.
He made a conscious choice to prioritize money over love.
Right.
And it's a choice that clearly haunts him, as we see in his reactions to her later in the story.
As Scrooge revisits these scenes from his past,
Yeah,
you can practically see his defenses crumbling.
totally.
He's showing regret, longing, and even a fleeting moment of generosity
Oh, yeah.
when he encounters the caroler in the street.
Right.
For a moment, he seems on the verge of reconnecting with his long-lost generosity.
Yeah.
He even reaches for his pocket.
Yes.
But then, it's as if fear pulls him back.
Uh-huh.
It's a powerful reminder of how deeply ingrained his miserly habits have become.
It is.
It really makes you wonder if there's still hope for him.
Yeah.
And then the episode ends with that poignant vision of Belle,
Right.
happily married with children.
Yeah.
Talk about a gut punch.
It's like Scrooge seeing the life that could have been his,
Yeah.
the happiness he chose to walk away from.
It's a powerful reminder of what he's sacrificed in his pursuit of wealth.
Yeah,
But it's interesting to note that Belle doesn't speak ill of Scrooge.
that's true.
Instead, she describes him with a sense of pity,
Yeah.
highlighting his loneliness.
That's a testament to her character, isn't it?
Yeah.
It suggests that even those we've hurt or disappointed can still wish us well,
Yeah.
can still see the good in us even if we've lost sight of it ourselves.
It's a powerful message of forgiveness,
It is.
even in the face of heartbreak and regret.
It's like the ghost is saying, look what you've given up.
Right.
This could have been you,
Mm-hmm.
but your choices led you down a different path.
So as Scrooge drifts back to sleep, haunted by the memories of his past,
Yeah,
we're left wondering, will this be enough to change him?
right.
Will the pain of what he's lost outweigh the comfort of his solitary existence?
Those are great questions.
Yeah.
And ones we'll continue to explore
Yeah.
as we delve into the next part of Scrooge's journey. But for now, I think it's important to reflect on what we've learned from this deep dive into his past.
I agree. So before we move on,
Yeah.
what are some key takeaways from this exploration of Scrooge's past?
Okay.
What can we as readers learn from his experiences?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Remember, the Ghost of Christmas Past is selective
Right.
in what it shows Scrooge.
Uh-huh.
It's curating a specific narrative,
Okay.
leading him toward a particular revelation.
Oh, I see.
So it's totally possible that there are other influential moments,
Okay.
relationships, or experiences that
Right.
we haven't seen yet.
It's like we're getting a carefully edited highlight reel
Yeah.
of Scrooge's life.
Right.
But what about the outtakes?
Ooh.
The scenes left on the cutting room floor?
Yeah.
Could there be moments of generosity,
Mm.
kindness,
Okay.
even love
Yeah.
that the ghost chose to omit?
Precisely.
Okay.
We're seeing Scrooge through the lens of his current miserly self. But what if there were glimpses of a different Scrooge
Right.
hidden within those unseen memories? Perhaps a Scrooge who,
Yeah.
despite hardship and loss, still
wow.
held on to a flicker of compassion.
That's a fascinating thought.
Yeah.
It challenges the assumption
Right.
that Scrooge was always destined to become the cold-hearted miser we meet at the beginning of the story.
Right.
What if there were moments
Yeah.
where he tried to reach out, to connect,
Yeah.
but was met with rejection or betrayal?
Exactly.
Like-
We're only getting a partial view of his past.
Yeah.
It's like trying to understand a painting by looking at a single brushstroke. There's so much more to the story, so much more to Scrooge
Yeah.
than what we've been shown.
This makes me think about how we often judge people
Yeah.
based on a limited perspective.
Uh-huh.
We see their current actions,
Right.
their outward persona,
Okay.
but we rarely have access to the experiences that shape them.
It's a powerful reminder to approach others with empathy and understanding.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story,
Right.
a complex tapestry of experiences that have led them to this moment.
Uh-huh.
Scrooge's journey, though, fictional,
Yeah.
encourages us to look beyond the surface
Right.
and consider the unseen forces
Okay.
that shape a person's life.
And speaking of unseen forces,
Yeah.
there's another layer to this story
Okay.
that we haven't touched on yet.
What's that?
The social context of Dickens' time
Right.
Victorian England was a time of immense social and economic disparity.
Absolutely.
Poverty was rampant, and the gap between the rich and the poor was vast.
That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Dickens was a social critic,
Okay.
and A Christmas Carol can be seen as a commentary on the ills of his society. Scrooge's obsession with wealth,
Right.
his relentless pursuit of profit,
Okay.
might reflect not just personal greed, but also the anxieties and insecurities of his time.
So maybe it's not as simple as saying
Right.
Scrooge is just a bad guy.
Exactly.
Perhaps he's a product of his environment, a
yeah.
man who learned to value money above all else,
Yeah, right.
because that's what society seemed to reward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's easy to judge him from our modern perspective, but we have to remember the social pressures
Right.
and economic realities that shaped his worldview.
This is why I love deep dives like this.
Me too.
We're not just rehashing the plot.
Right.
We're peeling back the layers,
Yeah.
exploring the deeper themes,
Okay.
and challenging our own assumptions.
It's about engaging with the story on a deeper level,
Right.
considering the historical context, the psychological complexities, and the enduring relevance of Dickens' message.
Well said.
Thanks.
But before we get too carried away with the bigger picture,
Okay.
there's one crucial scene from Scrooge's past
Yeah.
that I want to revisit.
Okay.
His final vision of Belle.
Oh, yeah.
This scene is so emotionally charged.
It is.
It just stays with you.
It's a pivotal moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scrooge sees Belle not just happily married, but thriving,
Right.
surrounded by a loving family.
Yeah.
It's the life he once dismissed as humbug,
Right.
now presented to him in all its joyful reality.
You can practically feel the weight of his regret.
You can.
It's as though he's finally realizing the magnitude of what he's lost.
Yeah.
The love, the connection, the family he could have had.
It's a powerful illustration of the consequences of his choices.
Yeah.
The Ghost of Christmas Past leaves him with this image,
Right.
a stark contrast to his present reality of isolation and loneliness.
Yeah.
It's a parting shot.
Yeah.
A final plea for him to change his ways before it's too late.
But what's interesting to me is that even in her happiness, Belle still shows compassion towards Scrooge.
That's right.
She doesn't speak ill of him.
Yeah.
She simply acknowledges the pain of his solitude.
That's a testament to her character, isn't it?
It is.
It suggests that even those we've hurt or disappointed can still wish us well.
Yeah.
Can still see the good in us.
Right.
Even if we've lost sight of it ourselves.
It's a powerful message of forgiveness.
It is.
Even in the face of heartbreak and regret.
Absolutely.
But it's also a warning, right?
Yeah.
It's as if the ghost is saying, look what you've given up.
Right.
This could have been you, but your choices have led you down a different path.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a stark reminder that our choices have consequences.
Okay.
And that pursuing wealth at the expense of love and connection can lead to a hollow existence.
So as Scrooge drifts back to sleep, haunted by the memories of his past,
Right.
we're left wondering, will this be enough to change him?
Yeah.
Will the pain of what he's lost outweigh the comfort of his solitary existence?
Those are excellent questions, and ones we'll continue to explore as we delve into the next part of Scrooge's journey. But for now, I think it's important to reflect on what we've learned from this deep dive into his past.
I agree. So before we move on, what are some key takeaways from this exploration of Scrooge's past?
Yeah.
What can we as readers learn from his experiences? I think The Ghost of Christmas Past has shown us that even someone as hardened as Scrooge has a story behind their gruff exterior.
Yeah.
Understanding that story, those formative experiences, can spark empathy.
It's true.
Even for a character who initially repels us.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's easy to just label Scrooge as a miser and villain.
Right.
But the glimpse into his past reveals a much more complex and nuanced individual.
Right.
We see the seeds of his isolation, the echoes of lost love, and the weight of those societal pressures.
It reminds us that everyone, even those who seem unapproachable or unkind, is carrying a burden of their own.
They are.
And those burdens are often rooted in past experiences.
Yeah.
In choices made and opportunities missed.
And while we can't change the past, Scrooge's journey suggests that acknowledging those past experiences, facing them head on, can be the catalyst for change.
Yeah.
The Ghost of Christmas Past isn't just, dredging up painful memories.
Right.
It's prompting Scrooge to confront the consequences of his choices,
Right.
to see the path he could have taken.
It's like holding up a mirror, isn't it?
Yeah,
Not to dwell in regret,
right.
but to understand how those past moments have shaped the present.
Exactly.
And maybe to inspire a different course of action
Uh-huh.
moving forward.
Exactly. And that potential for change,
Yeah,
that flicker of hope,
right.
is what makes A Christmas Carol so enduring.
It really is.
It's a story about redemption, about second chances, about the transformative power of confronting our past selves.
But it's not just about Scrooge, is it?
No.
His journey resonates with us because we all have our own Bell moments.
We do.
Those paths not taken.
Yeah.
Those choices that have shaped our lives.
Right.
For better or for worse.
Absolutely. And those reflections
Yeah.
can be both challenging and liberating.
Right.
It's tempting to dwell on the what ifs,
Oh, yeah.
but the real power lies in using those reflections to inform our present choices,
I see.
to move forward with more awareness, compassion, and intention.
It's like that saying, we can't change the past, but we can learn from it.
Exactly.
Scrooge's story is a powerful reminder
It is.
that it's never too late to course correct,
Yeah,
to shift our priorities,
right.
and to rediscover the things that truly matter.
Absolutely.
Connection, generosity, and love.
And those qualities aren't just reserved for the holiday season.
Right.
They're essential for a life well lived.
They are.
Scrooge's transformation, though fictional, offers a blueprint for our own personal journeys of growth and redemption.
I like that.
It reminds us that even the most hardened heart can soften, and that even the smallest acts of kindness can ripple outward, creating a more joyful and compassionate world.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Scrooge's past,
Yeah.
we encourage you to consider, what are the Fezziwig moments in your own life? Where have you experienced generosity, joy, and genuine connection?
Right.
And how can you bring more of that spirit into your interactions with others, not just during the holidays, but throughout the year?
Remember, the true wealth lies not in material possessions,
Yeah.
but in the richness of human connection, in the act of giving and receiving love, compassion, and forgiveness.
That was beautiful.
And that, my friend, is a lesson worth carrying with us long after the final page is turned.
Well said. And on that note, that concludes our deep dive into part 2 of A Christmas Carol.
It's been a pleasure.
Make sure to join us next time as we continue to unravel this timeless tale and uncover even deeper insights into the human condition. Until then, keep those Fezziwig moments alive and spread a little Christmas cheer wherever you go.